So welcome once again in this online classes of Gokuldas Public School, Khargone. Now in my previous lecture, I had explained about the different aspects of present, past and future tense. Now 3 are left. Now we will discuss about these 3 last aspects of present, past and future tense, and that is present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. Now here this is a combination of 2 previous tense. One is perfect, another is continuous. So you will find in the structure also that 2 things are combined together. Somewhere you will find that these 2 tenses are joined together. Now let us see the structure of this present perfect continuous. First of all, we have, as usual, subject comes in the beginning. This is subject plus has or have. It was in present perfect also, if you remember. So here also it is present perfect, so we have used subject plus has or have. Now it has continuous form also, means the work which had started, which has already started, and now it is going on, it is not over. In this condition we use present perfect continuous, which has already started and now also it is going on. So for present perfect we have used subject plus has or have. Now for continuous we have added this ing form. As I mentioned that continuous means the work which is going on, and we use ing form to show continuity of some verb, continuity of some action. So here we have subject plus has or have plus been plus V1 plus ing. This been is joining this perfect and continuous form. This is we can say a joiner. It is working as it is joining to perfect and continuous form. For your understanding, we can better understand it. So after this, as usual, at last we have object. Now one more thing is there in this present perfect continuous, because we need to mention that when did you start this work? How many hours before? How many days before? Or what was the exact time when you started this work? So to show that time, we use 2 words. One is since, another is for. Now what is the difference between since and for? We will just discuss. First let us see one example of present perfect continuous. Now here in place of subject, as you already know that we have subject I, we have subject he or she or it. The same way we have subject they or we, means it is a singular form or plural form or particularly I. Now if I choose one subject out of these, he. Now he is a singular form. Now for this singular form we choose the singular form of helping verb. And you already know that what is a singular form of helping verb out of these 2? Yes, it is has. He has. Now this is a common thing. He has been. Now one verb with ing form. So he has been, if I choose writing, he has been writing. Now what he is writing? Object, a story. He has been writing a story. Now he has been writing a story means he has already started writing a story, and now also the story writing is going on. But when did he start? How long he started? To mention that time, we use either since or for. Now if you have a fixed time, if you have a fixed date, then for that point of time, we use the word since. If you have a duration, if you have a long period, not a fixed point, then we use for. For example, he has been writing a story. If I say that 2 hours, before 2 hours he started. So 2 hours is a duration. I don't know that this 2 hours is of morning, it is of evening, it is of night. I don't know. Only 2 hours I know. So it is not fixed time. It is a duration. So for that duration, I will take the word for, and then I will write 2 hours. So my sentence is now complete that he has been writing a story for 2 hours. That 2 hours may be morning hours, maybe evening hours, maybe night hours. I don't know. That is why I use for. Suppose if I know the perfect time, if I know the point of time, if I know the exact time when he started writing story. So for that point of time, I can use the word that is since. He has been writing a story since 9 a.m. Since 9 a.m. means 9 a.m. in the morning. From that particular time, from that point of time, he started writing story, and that story writing is going on. So this is the difference between since and for. If you have fixed time, if you have point of time, if you know the exact time, then we can use since. If you don't know the exact time, if you are writing, if you are expressing the duration, for that you can use for. Since 9 o'clock, since 9 a.m., since 1st of March, since 1987, since January, since morning, since evening, all these are the point of time. Now for duration, for 2 hours, for 3 hours, for 3 days, for 3 months, for 3 years, these are the durations. We don't know the exact point. So for that we use for. This is a basic difference between since and for. Now this will remain same in past perfect continuous also. So sometimes the students get confused in using, and they do mistake in using these two words since or for. So keep in mind that this since is for point of time and for is duration. Now the question comes for negative. He has been writing a story since 9 a.m. Now what is the helping verb in this sentence? Yes, helping verb is has. And we know very well that where do we put not, not the negative word. Yes, that is after helping verb. Remember this thing always. So he has not been writing. After has we will add here not. He has not been writing a story since 9 a.m. This is a negative sentence. Now, for the interrogative sentence. Now, if I want to transform this sentence in interrogative, then what will I say? What will I do? I will put this helping verb in the beginning. Has, only has. So, my sentence is he has been writing a story since 9 a.m. So, for has will write here, has he been writing a story since 9 a.m. This is my question. This is an interrogative sentence. That has he been writing a story since 9 a.m. This is the way we can change the sentence from affirmative to interrogative or to negative. Now the next come to the past perfect continuous. Now again the same thing is there as we studied about present perfect continuous, that there was a time when the work started and it is going on. The same way in past, somewhere in the past that action started and it was going on continuously, not in present. So for that we use past perfect continuous. Again the combination of perfect and continuous. Now the structure is again subject. Again one relief is for us that we don't have two helping verb. We have only one helping verb. It is had. In present perfect we had has and have. So as usual, has for singular form and have for plural form. But here had is there only. This had we can use with all these subjects. With I also I can use had. With he also I can use had. With she also. With they also. With we also. Everything with all the subjects we can use had. So I can choose one subject from that. I'm using now this time we. We is our subject. After we had, this is perfect. Now for continuous, been and ing form. We had been playing. What we had been playing? This time we can take football. We had been playing football. This is our object. Now when did you start playing? Do you have perfect time? Do you have duration? If you have a duration, then you can write we had been playing football for 1 hour. We had been playing football for 1 hour. This is the duration. Same way, if you have perfect time, then since morning, you can write that we had been playing football since morning. It is in the past, not in the present. Now the same thing if we convert this into negative. This is a we had not been playing football for 1 hour. This is a negative sentence. Now it's interrogative sentence. If I want to convert this sentence in interrogative, then as usual, we put this helping verb in the beginning. That had we been playing football for 1 hour. Had we been playing football for 1 hour. If I have point of time, then I can use since also here. This is about past perfect continuous. So usually we use this since and for in present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. Now one thing more I want to tell, don't get confused. This 1 hour is the duration. But before this 1 hour, if I put last, L-A-S-T, last, then this 1 hour will also become specific. How? If I say we had been playing football since last 1 hour. Since last 1 hour means just 1 hour before this particular time. Means now it is known that if this time is 12 o'clock, means you had started playing football 1 hour before that 11 o'clock. It is known, it is understood. So if you use last word, L-A-S-T, last, before this duration, last 1 hour, last 1 day, last 1 week, last 1 month, then also it becomes specific. And in that condition, we use since. Since last 1 hour, since last 1 month, since last 1 year. This is the situation. In this situation, we can use since with duration also. But there must be L-A-S-T, last word. Clear? This is all about present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. Now the last one is left, that is future perfect continuous. Let me rub this. Now, so that I can write the example here. This is future perfect continuous. Now, present perfect continuous over, future perfect continuous over. Now it is, present perfect continuous over, past perfect continuous over. Now it is future perfect continuous. Something which will be continue in the coming future. Now let us see the structure. Here we have subject, then helping verb is there, will or shall. Again, two helping verb we have, will or shall. Plus have. This word we use with will or shall both. And then been, and after been we use the ing form. With this been we use ing form, and then it will come object. So the sentence will be, for example, subject, I can choose any one subject from there, they. Now any one helping verb I can pick from here, they shall. Then next one is have, they shall have. Then next is been, they shall have been. Then ing form, they shall have been working. They shall have been working in the field. In the field. Now usually in future tense we use the word by, because we tell that by what time they shall be doing. It is in future, that it will be going on. Okay, so that the work, when did the work start, it is not of that much importance. Usually we don't use the since or for, but we add time by with the word by 1:30. So the sentence is, they shall have been working in the field by 1:30. It is of much importance that in future till what time the work will be going. It will continue. Now they shall. We can use will also if we are not sure, if we want to show our intention, then we can use this word will. But they also we can use will. They will have been working in the field by 1:30. This is a positive sentence. Now, again for the question in negative and interrogative. For negative, we add not not just after helping verb, and what is our helping verb? Shall. Good. So they shall not have been working in the field. They shall not have been working in the field. This part is not of much importance. If you want, you can use it. Otherwise, it depends on the situation. This is a negative sentence. Now for interrogative sentence, the helping verb comes in the beginning. So, shall will come in the beginning. Shall they have been working in the field? Shall they have been working in the field? This is our interrogative sentence. So negative is they shall not have been working in the field. Only we will add here not not. And in interrogative sentences, shall will come in the beginning. Shall they have been working in the field? This is the question. This is the interrogative sentence. So this is all about present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous and future perfect continuous. You can understand these structures, do practice with the help of these structures and bring some fluency in your writing. Because always, every time we cannot depend on these structures. These structures are only for understanding. You develop your understanding, and when you become fluent, then there will be no any need of remembering these things, because it will become your habit. It depends on how much time do you spend for practicing these structures. Try to construct sentences. Ask your friend to construct a sentence on particular tense. Ask your another friend to construct sentence on a particular tense. Then ask your friend to give some task to you also. So in this way you can do the study in group also. It will become a game also. In a very interesting way you can learn, you can do practice of these tenses. It is very, very important. It will be helpful till whole life I can say. So if you practice it properly right now in your 6th class, 7th class, 8th class, then there will be no any problem in understanding the next thing, the next level of grammar in class 9th and 10th. Because if you know the basic things, then it will become very, very easy for you. Now one more thing I want to tell about this have. That is will and shall. With this will and shall, we always use have. There is no any space, there is no any chance of using has or using had. Because students, they commit this mistake. They do this mistake while writing. So there is no any use of has or had with will or shall. Wherever there is will, wherever there is shall, we use have. We don't use has, we do not use had. So remember about the use of helping verb, the subject plus helping verb. That along with particular subject, we use that particular helping verb. Remember the use of since and for. And keep this also in mind that we use only have with will or shall. There is no any place for has, there is no any place for had. Okay, so So that's all for present perfect continuous. Now this is all about tense. We have studied all these things. Now I will give a chart of all these aspects of tense all together. For your understanding, you can look at the chart together, and along with this I will provide some worksheet also on the basis of these different tenses. You have to do practice, and then you can send your answers. You can send your answers personally also to me. Okay, so good luck. Thank you. Have a nice day.